Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna talk about the new release by Real Technique, and these are their new Le Bleu brushes. Hence why I'm dressed today in blue, and my eyeshadow look is blue, sparkly blue as well. In this video I am going to tell you if these brushes are expensive, how much they are, if they are worth buying, if they do compare with other brushes from Real Technique, or if there are other brushes out there that are similar and maybe cheaper. If you're interested, please keep on watching. So I went today to Boots and I bought these brushes. It's 4 of them and I paid £22 for this one, £22 for this one, £22 for this one, and £15 for this one, and in total I paid around £80, which is so expensive. You guys, this is very expensive for brushes. I mean, if you are a makeup artist, maybe that's okay for you, but if you are an average person who just wants to have a nice makeup, £80 for 4 brushes, it's so expensive. Very expensive. So my wallet was just like, whoa, what you doing? And I was like, yeah, I know, very expensive. I hope you're still interested in the brushes after I told you the price, because they are very good. These were designed to work with powders, and if you guys know, synthetic brushes are not as good as natural bristles brushes at picking up color, but these ones are supposed to be the same as natural bristles brushes, which for me is like a very big step forward, because this would fight against animal cruelty, obviously. And why should you kill some animals when you can do it in another way? For this reason I pay a very big respect to the Real Technique company. And let me talk now about every single brush and how I've used it and what do they compare to. So the first brush over here, which is called the BO1 brush, it's a very interesting brush. It makes this movement, the funny movement. I like it. It's funny. The BO1 brush is a very big brush. It has long bristles, but it has this very interesting cut from the sides. So I personally use it to set the foundation. So after I've applied foundation, I would dip this into the translucent powder, tip off the excess, and then apply it all over the face. And this is such a nice brush to use all over the face because it's so soft and nice. It's honestly very soft. I also think that you could use it to contour, because this angle over here would fit nicely in the hollow of your cheeks. Also, because it has this angle, it would fit nicely in your temples, under your lip. Obviously it's a big brush and you wouldn't be able to be very precise with it, but you could use it very gently for an all-over airbrushed look. This one is similar to the blush brush by Real Technique. I don't know, I've never liked this one, and although I've heard people loving this one and saying that this is their go-to brush, I think that this blush brush, it's a bit rough to the face. I mean, the bristles are soft, but they're not soft enough for me, and this one, it's kind of like solving this problem for me because it's so much softer and so much nicer, and I would definitely pick this one over this one if I had to choose. The shape is not the exact same one though. This one has longer bristles and the cut starts a bit higher, whereas the bristles of this one are cut from the beginning to the top, and this one is more like pointy, whereas this one is more round. I like that this one is pointy because with the pointy top you can contour more precisely. The next brush that they came up with, it's called BO2, and this one, it's for me a smaller version of this one. This one would be wonderful to set your concealer under your eyes, on your chin. It would also be good for more specific things, like if you wanted to contour but you wanted a sharper line, you could use it, and then you could also use it for blush, you could also use it for highlighter. I mean, this is a brush that you can use in a lot of ways if you just put it in the right angle. This one is very similar to the contour brush from Real Technique, although the bristles of the BO2 brush are a bit longer and it's a bit bigger. To be honest with you, this brush is a wonderful brush, especially to set your concealer and for other things as well. And if I had to compare this one is definitely softer. Although this one is very soft as well. This one it's a bit softer. The next brush that they came up with, it's called BO3, and this brush, it's like a fat dense kabuki round brush, but it's like a mini version of a kabuki brush. And if these brushes weren't designed to be used with powder, I would definitely say that this would make a wonderful foundation brush. But obviously you can use like mineral foundation with this one, and I suppose that it would be a wonderful brush to apply it with. I personally use this one to apply bronzer with. I've also used it for blush. Most people will probably not like this one for bronzer because it's big and round and you would want something more like angled probably, but you can press it, make it flatter, apply the bronzer and then blend it. And to be honest with you, this is, out of all of them, this is the best blending brush because the bristles of this one are so dense and the shape of it, it's so wonderfully round, and it kind of grabs the powder from your face and it kind of puts it in a nice smooth airbrushed look, which is wonderful. I really like this brush. This one compares a little bit with this brush, which is the buffing brush, also from Real Technique. This one is not as dense and the top of it, it's a bit more flat. I've heard many people use this one for foundation. I personally use this one for blush, and I think that this would make a wonderful blush brush as well. If I go over my face with them, I can't possibly tell which one is which because they are both very soft. So this one definitely a cheaper alternative that you could consider over this one, whereas this one it's a bit more, I don't know, it just feels more expensive and it's heavier. The last brush that I have purchased is the BO4 brush, and this is a eyeshadow brush, a blending eyeshadow brush, and I suppose that this is wonderful to blend things in the crease. For me personally though, I prefer other kind of blender brush. For example, this one from Morphe has a flat top, and for me this one is better because it kind of sits flat on the entire area of my eyelid, so I can blend everything very smoothly and evenly, whereas this one, it would be good for the crease specifically, but I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't be as good to go all over the place with it. I don't know, this is a very personal preference. I suppose that other people would like the pointy one over this kind of brush, so you just have to go with whatever works for you the best. The bristles of this one are very soft as well, and it did apply eyeshadow quite smoothly, and I did like it a lot, although it's very important what kind of eyeshadow you use as well. It's not always about the brush, it's about the eyeshadow as well, because if you use something that it's not gonna blend, it's very hard for the brush to make a difference. Whereas if you use an eyeshadow that it's high quality and very easy to blend, the brush will blend it perfectly. Overall, I definitely think that these brushes are worth a try. I don't think you should buy all of them like me, because I think that they are multi-purpose brushes. So if you, for example, if you get this brush, you could do everything with it possibly. So try and get one first and see if you fall in love with it. Possibly get the second one, which is a mini of this one. But yeah, I think they are very good quality. They are so soft and wonderful, and there are brushes out there that are more expensive than these brushes but have the same feel to them. For example, MAC brushes are so expensive, and I would definitely argue that these are much better than the MAC brushes. I don't know, it's up to you, but I think that they are a bit expensive, and there are other cheaper alternatives on the market. For example, even like e.l.f. brushes or Morphe brushes, they are very good. Coastal Scents brushes, very good brushes, and you could get the same results with those, but obviously these are like a very VIP kind of, I don't know, just the feel of it is different than when I use one of these. They are heavier, they are shinier, they are softer, so obviously it makes a difference to when you use them. I have also filmed a demo of these brushes, so if you're interested, please come back to my channel. I hope that this review and description and whatever you want to call it was helpful, and I hope you can make up your mind easier now. Definitely go into the store and try them out. You can order them online as well, but I definitely think that you should go and try them first. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that this was helpful and informative. Let me know if you know other brushes that have the same shape as these brushes but are possibly cheaper. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!